GMGers and GMGettes, are you ready?
Countdown, 60 seconds to get ready for the Good Morning Gang morning show. It's time to get ready. Get your coffee, tea, trees, or whatever need be. Then put on your seatbelt. We're going on a journey. We'll discuss trending topics, music and breaking news to help get your morning right. Big Phil speaks, giving you his one-of-a-kind point of view. It's a GMG, and we're family. So as we count down to the start of the show, prepare for the unexpectedly. If you know, you know. Tell 1 to 7 of your friends to come in. Share your love for the show. We're about to begin. The GMG countdown.
Yeah, it's time to wake yourself up. It's the Good Morning Gang morning show. You feel me?
Good morning to you.
Hey, looky, what do we have here? I don't know, probably the best morning show ever hit the atmosphere. Let's be clear, there's plenty others that do it B.I.G., but keeping it a buck though, none to get you up though like T&T. With all the news and real point of views you can use, light and heavy topics we peruse, even a laugh or two. What you talking? Good morning, gang, be the issue, and take your friends and them can and all come on in, tune in. You ain't gonna want them in state, and even the trolls and haters that hate us, we end up being their favorite. Cause from 8 to 10, we get it in, believe that. I mean, from where else could you go when you were part of the show? Definitely GMG, cause when you show love, we show love back. First thing in the morning, we get you through, so after the yawning, wash up and wipe your face, get your snacks and come on in, get comfy, but most importantly, in all caps,
Do 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 do. Hey, good morning to you. Yeah. Good morning. Hey, how y'all feeling? Yeah, we in the building. It's the Good Morning Gang morning show. I was about to say. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Matter of fact, y'all ain't got to hold on. How y'all feeling this morning? How y'all feeling this morning? It's the Good Morning Gang morning show brought to you by myself. Big Phil speaks in that good what? GMG, baby. Listen, we in the building. It's Friday, the 3rd of April. 2026. Time keeps on slipping, slipping into the future. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. But guess what? We are blessed to be here. Inhale, exhale. Take it all in because you're blessed to be here because there's some folks that didn't open their eyes today to see the day. So y'all know what I like to say. Make today an even better day than yesterday. And while you at your very day, plan, plot, and strategize so that if you're so blessed to see tomorrow, that you make it an even better day than today. That part, listen, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into the roll call, let me do what I do best. Listen, I got to give you a warning. I got to give you a warning, especially with today's episode. I got to give you a warning. Warning, warning. Federal laws, Title 17 USC Code, Section 107 allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted material under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. Fair use allows for quoting of copyrighted material and the creation of a new work for purposes including, but not limited to, criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Fair use preserves the free flow of culture, baby. That part, huh? Good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. Everybody that's tapping in, tuning in from, of course, YouTube. And we got people tapping in and tuning in from the good X, formerly known as the Twitters. We got people tuning in from Facebook. We got people tuning in from Twitch. And people that's tapping in, tuning in from IG. Those over on Instagram, if you want to be a part of the lituation situation, and you want to be a part of the chatterization, you got to come on over to YouTube channel pinned in the pinned comment so you can be a part of the chat. You know, this thing right here, you know what I'm saying? Because it gets lit. It gets litty in the city. Y'all know how we do. Now, who in the building, huh? Polo Dolo riding solo from that Kansas City, Missouri way. He in the building. Sexy Sugar Mama. She's in the building. Good morning to ye. Listen, Crack Baby, Trick Baby, Crack Baby is in the building. GMG. Nelly Nell, my uptown homegirl, is in the building. Good morning to ye. Who else? Bab Wilson. Salute to ye, GMG. We in here, huh? Who else? Zola. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, we in the building. Lime, the biggest whoop. You know what I'm talking about? GMG, we in the building. Young Dreads is in here. Salute. Good morning to ye. Tiffany, I see ye. You in the building. Good morning to ye. Listen, Allure Jones, she done got up in here early from the west side in the building. Good morning to ye. Listen, who else? Let me see. Let me see who tapped in from the IG side. Labala 17. I see you. Vivian Diaz, Big Max, Henry Ford, Brian BK, Heen 4T. What's goody like the mob? I see y'all. Listen, this experience is now experienced by those over on IG that don't want to come over or just maybe just finding out about the show or just happen to see the live, you know, as the algorithm get to trickling me in other people's faces and spaces and places. Yeah. So I welcome IG aboard with getting this Good Morning Gang morning show experience. Before it was just me talking into a camera, from my iPad to the side or whatever the case may be, but now they getting the full experience. Shout out to IG. Shout out to me for finally implementing the thing. Big Brooklyn, I see you. Come on over to the good YouTube, huh? You know where we at. It's the Good Morning Gang Morning Show. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, GMGers and GMGettes. Listen, there's a lot to talk about, I figure I'll start the show off a little lighthearted because we're going to get into some things. We're going to get into some topics. The main one being what the title of this episode is. Oh, by the way, before I move forward, do your boy the honor and the favor. It don't cost you a dime, just a millisecond of your time to go on over, hit that thumbs up for your boy. Book up. Hit that thumbs up so I can menage with the algorithm. I know y'all got love for your boy, but it's enough for Big Phil Speaks to go around just a little bit. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. But yeah, just trying to menage with the algorithm just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, so hit that thumbs up for your boy. One time for the one time. I think there's a new feature on one of these things called hype in the video, hype in this situation. Hit the hype thing. Let's hype it up a little bit because I think somebody said that gives it an extra boost. I'm just hearing. And if by chance, I don't know if you've been under a rock in a hard place or in a mountain, in a cave or the monastery or whatever the case may be, hit that subscribe button so you can be tapped in and tuned in for the Good Morning Gang Morning Show and anything else that I put on this good Big Phil Speaks channel. You figured deal me. Huh? Listen, Josenta, Music for God, too. Y'all know where we at. We over on the good YouTube. Come on over. Listen, huh? This first one, this first one is the clip is about that short. The clip is about that short. I know this is a time where a lot of people are trying to lose weight and try to get their physical in order and try to, get they young man and young woman back, get that coke shape for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Get that pluck cow for the fellas, you know what I'm saying? All the things, you know what I'm saying? Try to get their physicals right. Well, ladies, peep ski, wagwan, brethren, GMG in the building. Listen, y'all got to be careful because some of y'all be in there with the lace fronts and the wigs and all the things. What we don't want to happen is what happens to this young lady here who's in there getting her exercise on and things go left and the wig goes right. Y'all don't believe me? Just watch. Damn it.
Take this goddamn wig off. Huh? You supposed to be focused on the workout anyway. I don't know why you got a wig piece on. Take it off.
Take it off. Take it off. Look, that ain't the right way to sing that song or for the right reason. Listen, ladies, make sure your wig is properly, you know what I'm saying, on their head and in a way in which a band or something cannot knock it off your head mid-stride. Matter of fact, I might have to run that back for those in the back that didn't get to see it because it happens just like that. Be careful, ladies. If you got a wig on or extensions or something of the like, little hair pieces or something, please make sure you got them joints secured to your dome so that it won't do this to you.
Take this goddamn wig off. Huh? You supposed to be focused on the workout anyway. I don't know why you got a wig piece on. Take it off.
Take it off. Music for God, too. Good morning, darling. I see you made it over on this side. That part right there, listen. And crack baby trick back. What am I supposed to do? You got to make sure that thing is right and be careful because that exercise band just did her a disservice. And you can tell she was in bed. She was, oh Lord, because she was recording herself working out or whatever the case may be. And ladies, let me ask y'all this real quick. Why y'all recording yourself with y'all buns to the camera? Y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all know what y'all be doing, huh? Right? Ain't there? Pop goes the Wiggle. I call it a wig-tastrophe. Oh my God. Listen. DC Mumbo Sauce, my uptown homeboy Frank Murphy in the building. Salute. GMG, we in here. Yeah. A Wiggle is crazy. Pop goes to Wiggle, so the Wiggle goes pop. Listen. Understand something. Ladies, y'all know what the hell y'all be doing. Y'all got y'all buns, the ones all in the camera. You trying to act like, yeah, I want y'all to see my shoulder muscles. Y'all ain't worried about nobody seeing no damn shoulder muscles because y'all could be turned the other way doing the same damn exercise. Y'all know what y'all be doing. Cut that out. Cut that out. Des and D, a part of that HR team. I'm bringing that HR team back, Des. Good morning to ye. What's up, super? Listen, we in the building. ladies, I'm gonna leave that alone because I don't want y'all in my inbox like, look here, Naga, who's you talking about? You know, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. Just please make sure that your wig is properly cemented on your dome or strapped down, or you know what I'm saying, put a helmet on. Put a helmet on your head or something while you're working out, huh? Because it's Lord have mercy, it could be an ugly situation. Miss Piggy Lace, happy belated birthday to you, Miss Piggy Lace. Good morning to ye. GMG is in the building, huh? Listen, good morning. LG Vaughn, laugh now. Good morning, GMG. Yes, indeed, huh? I'm going to keep moving on, right? I'm going to keep moving on. You know, there's 4 brothers that's been in on these internet streets, heavy in rotation with their situation with 50 Cent, that is. Brother Jim Jones puts on a podcast and he has Mano, Fabulous, and Dave East as a part of this show. Now, this episode, this segment in this episode is a clip going around where Mano is proud about his situation of, you know, during an unfortunate time while he was locked up. They wouldn't let him out. He had a bunch of little boo-boo bun things visiting him while he was locked up, help him get through his time, right, in whatever capacity. Now, he opened Pandora's box when he classified the young ladies in a certain light, you know, given his celebrity and his status now and what people think he would be dating or seeing or whatever the case may be. And it goes up from there. Jim Jones couldn't help himself. And I get it on both sides of the I understand. Mano was not feeling it. Mano was not, man, we're going to talk about it in a second, but I'm going to let y'all see what I'm talking about for a minute. You feel me?
I want y'all to run this. When I was in jail,
put the ice cream video on. It's pain in that video.
I put up a carousel on my Instagram.
That's 90.
Of like 7, 8 girls coming to see me while I was locked up. Okay? Do you know I got into arguments with niggas because they was like, oh, those girls is chopped because
I was gonna say that, but I know.
Say what, nigga?
You was gonna say what, nigga?
Look how he looking at him.
I'm not. Listen. No. Awkward.
I know what this is about. This is about last week.
I was gonna say that.
You going at me.
No, you know what?
That's all right.
Yo, one of them girls' ponytail was so small. I was like, this shit is crazy.
On everything, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you. Block you off my page. You're blocked.
That 90s ponytail was crazy. That
but it's from the 90s
the
though.
Struggle ponytail of life.
Oh my God, this guy's got you. Shut his mic up.
They
also remember this though. This is before girls was getting eyelashes, and then they was coming to a jail, so they couldn't have on all that. There was no makeup.
Somebody dropped another joint every episode. Who dropped it this week? Damn, I'm respecting carousel because I'm trying to show you grace. His face, my nigga. Crazy.
I know, man.
I know it was a hard time in your life. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Yo, those girls was 17.
Mano in his feelings.
Did you see the carousel?
I seen it.
You seen it? How you felt about it?
That let him live in his glory.
No.
Can we be honest as friends?
That was before my time.
It was wild like the dance. I can't hold it no more. That was the worst carousel ride ever. I would never go to that park at all. I don't want to ride that carousel. I don't want to get on that carousel. I don't.
It's none of that. It's straight, raw, come to the jail. You can't have nothing on. It's that.
Man.
I don't want to hear nothing from you, my nigga. I don't want to talk to you, nigga. I don't want to talk to you, nigga.
That pics was heavy 90s, though.
Heavy 90s.
Heavy 90s.
Yeah.
Remember it was a...
Mano heavy 90s. Mano was not feeling that. Understand, so it was a different time. It was a different era. The fashion was different. The hairstyles were different. even though women were, some were dating dealers and hustlers and things of that nature, I think the maintenance wasn't as high as it is now in this day and age. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. You had fly girls, you had girls that had the bamboo earrings, the asymmetrics, the outfits, and all this and all that. But everything was different. And some of these females, some of these women, young women at the time that was in the pictures with them, this was probably before they glow up. I'm just gonna say, man, no, listen, I get it. I get it. They was doing time with you and you was doing time with them. And it was before that glow up. You can't be mad at Jim and them for laughing. Cause you would have really been mad at me because I'd have laughed my ass off. You hear me? I'd have been chuckling like a mug, Mano. Cause but they called him Chop. I said, Lord, Charlie Hustle was goody like the mob. Salute, GMG. Man, oh man, some females still have the LG says some females still got the 90s ponytails. Lord, Lord, Lord. Now, let's be clear. We not going to classify them little baby ponytails as 90 ponytails because there was some women that had the big fan joints and this, that, and the third. We not going to do that to those ladies in the 90s. 90s was a special time. You hear me? Finger waves it, man. Listen. Young Dreads, you hear me? But yeah, Mano was not feeling it. I think he had to bring himself back in professionally because, for a minute, he was like, you know how he was looking up over the glasses at Jim Jones? Like, nigga, what you laughing about, no? What you laughing about, Slim? Don't make me go into your closet, pause, and pull out some of your old birds from the Dipset days. You know what I'm saying? They might have looked like they was shaved baby birds out here, Jim Jones. Mano was looking at him like, I'm not playing with you. He said, I'm blocking your ass. Oh, listen, I'm just saying. I'm going to keep it moving, keep it pushing. Where do I want to go next? Woo-wee. Do I want to jump right into the main topic of this whole situation? This is episode 285, 285 of them things. Life ain't life ain't that Gucci, is it? Life ain't that Gucci, is it? I'm just saying. Life ain't all Gucci, is it? My uncle was a pimp and he had finger waves, man. Listen. I missed him with the doobies. Listen, there's a lot going on in Texas these days. A lot of things going on in Texas. ICE in them damn concentration camps in training. You got the situation with Mo3 case coming around the corner, dealing with his death. Shout out to Ratchet and Ratchet TV and his coverage of all the individuals involved with that situation, known and unknown. Oh man, it's a saga. If y'all stop paying attention to the Mo3 case, down in Texas or whatever the case may be, and all the individuals from the alleged shooters, the seen on camera shooters, people that might have put things in play, people that might have set Mo3 up, and all the intermingling in friendships, relationships, etc. For Dallas and the Fort Worth area being as big as it is, it's almost like DC. DC's 11 square miles, right? So a lot of people know a lot of people in DC. But even in 11 square miles, some people might not be familiar with certain individuals. It seems like in down there, a lot of people know each other, was homies, homettes, mess with this one, mess with that one, all the things, right? But surrounding Mo3's death, it's a lot coming out there. There's a lot of allegations, even pushing Mo3's then manager, Rainwater, into the conversation, into question. A lot of people have gone online. A lot of people have said a lot of things in interviews and on YouTube, incriminating themselves and or putting themselves, men and women, putting themselves in the position to be called, subpoenaed, snatched up, and all the things by the feds or whatever case may be over this case or whatever. Instead of people shutting the figgity up, they be just having at it, and then people providing behind the scenes conversations and providing behind the scenes information about things or whatever the case may be. I know, Nell, it's a very interesting thing. I was put on to it. I was put on to it by my friend, and it's been very intriguing to say the least. And some of y'all be like, damn, people talk too much. Yes, the hell they do. Because I'm not, and some people get mad at Ratchet for reporting it, but he's doing what he's supposed to do. And he can't report what people ain't putting out there. He can't report. I'm going to tell you how deep it go, right? Rainwater, this dude Ratchet got Rainwater's number. Got another female named 88, got her number. Got people surrounding Keywan White, which is supposed to be the shooter or one of the shooters. Got this person, that person number, and get these people on the phone, on live, while he's on live, and or letting them know I'm gonna play this on my live, and they just rapping. They be rapping. Now, Rainwater, he's a slippery character. He he'll answer a question like Big Phil, and then he'll have you puzzled and thinking like I do, right? But then he'll get up off the live when the seat get too hot for him. He'll get off the situation, but then get back into a conversation with Ratchet in another day, and I'm just like, y'all playing with fire, because what y'all going to do is turn Mo3's murder into a whole conspiracy and or RICO or CCE. That's what's going to happen, because it's layers, and the layers are starting to overlap with what's his name, Trap Boy Freddy, Yellow Beezy. They saying Yellow Beezy put the hit out or was a part of the. It's a lot of layers. Allegedly, hold on. Let me fix that before I get into the rest of my spiel. Let me put my little ticker down there that includes my disclaimer on allegedly and with these allegations that I spoke about before, present, and until the end of this show. You hear me? Because it's a lot going on. Rashad Houston, home team. Good morning to ye. Listen. Prayers and condolences to the baby who got. Oh, yeah. That's speaking of which, I'm gonna pivot off the Mo3 situation and get back to Texas in 1 minute, because it's heated in Texas right about now. But yeah, Peep Scheme, that's the story where them two fellas was on that scooter, got hit by that car, got back on their scooter and bounced out, right? Prayers and condolences to the baby girl who lost their life. See, and that's a problem with a lot of you so-called thugs, so-called gangsters, so-called drillers, so-called whatever you want to call yourself. One, you don't know how to handle these pistols and guns that you're holding. Two, you shooting erratically at people, and you're causing the loss of innocent life. That little baby did not deserve to lose their life the way in which it did. You know, God has a chosen time and place for us all to leave this earth. But under human consumption, there is no, and thought, there is no way in hell that we would think that was that baby's time. And you fellas, when they catch up with y'all, when y'all sit down up in Rikers or wherever y'all gonna sit down at, waiting for trial or whatever, because y'all gonna get caught. They some people gonna deal with y'all in a special way. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You ain't nothing gangster about spraying erratically on a block or in an establishment or whatever the case may be, and taking innocent lives of children, of babies, of mothers. Hold on 1 second, I gotta blow my nose. I'm so sorry. I back. It was either do that or we go, choo, hella loud, and y'all might see something go pew, pew, pew. We don't want that. Anyway, I'm real, feel is real. You get me. But anyway, back to what I was saying. And you don't get no brownie points for doing no sucker stuff like that. You don't get no brownie points for involving citizens, regular people, innocent children, innocent women, innocent men in the midst of your muck and mire, in the midst of your bullshiggery. You don't get no brownie points for that. You don't get no salute for that. You don't get no stripes for that. Never, Dez, never. Very, 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 very sad situation. It's okay, peepskin, because that was on my heart to speak about too, to keep it a buck. But yeah, them fellas, I should have grabbed that video and put it up here. They tried to run off on a scooter, got hit by a car, flipped off the scooter. One of them hurt their leg, so they gonna need help somewhere. That's probably how they gonna get caught up. But they got back on the scooter and dipped out, or whatever the case may be. I don't know what the individuals that was there near this child did to the individuals. If it was some gang stuff, if it was about money, if it was about a female, if it was about just disrespect. I don't know what it was about, but all of it's foolishness, and your ass is about to be handed to yourself. I'm about to get back off that taking the flight back down south to Texas. The internet is in an uproar. The internet is going wild about the situation with Pooh Shiesty, Gucci Mane, Big 30, and the host of other individuals. There was a robbery back in January. A robbery. Yeah, they definitely gonna have a hard time in jail. In which allegedly, I gotta say allegedly, even though there's some film footage going around or whatever, Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, and some of their friends and associates from out of Memphis put a gun to Gucci Mane's head and made him sign release papers, but that's not it. They say allegedly Big 30 blocked the doorway so nobody could come in and out, and they proceeded to rob Gucci Mane. Down to the point they made him take some earrings like mine is a screw back. Made him unscrew the earrings out of his ear and give those up, allegedly. I wasn't there, so I don't know. Then these Bammers, the robbers, get this Bama here award for this show. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. Get on Instagram or wherever they was, showcasing the jewelry that they got up off of them and all the things. Then turn around, get caught up. And now the internet is saying that allegedly Gucci Mane is snitching because of certain things said by the investigator. But here's a caveat. Gucci Mane had off-duty police officers as his security. They have a moral obligation to say something, right? They're not bound by street code or whatever the case may be. I'm going to show you stuff about that. Whack 100 even enters the fray to try to refute or rebuke the allegations against I got a brain fart, pardon me, against Gucci Mane. And Gucci Mane even speaks about it kind of cryptically, indirectly and directly in a live he did. I'm gonna show you that as well. To which he's talking about, I only entertain all that. My only thing is to keep it street. You know what I'm saying? Keep it off the internet. They better hope they get caught by the cops before the father get them. Man, listen, Daz, talking about the baby that got killed, that's a fact. These new age criminals are beyond stupid, gotta post everything. Listen, before I show the footage, before I show everything, go Timo 301. What's goody like the mob? Hey, Timo, I got your inbox, but I was tied up at the time. I couldn't avail myself for your live, but I definitely will be in your next one. my brother. Life ain't so Gucci and Pooh is shiesty. Gully like TV, Demetrius TV, what's goody like the mob? I like that one. I like that one, huh? Pooh said you gonna get it back in blood. Listen, Packy reeking of that good pack, what's goody like the mob? Good morning to ye. I've on these internet streets, I've seen a lot of Bammers and Bama rats just tell on themselves and do self-incriminating things. I've seen, I've had my times where I kind of exploded and said a couple things, right? But also reeling it back in like, nah, this is the internet. We not giving them that. I've seen some so-called solid individuals self-snitching in their rants and going off the hook and saying some outlandish things that could alone get them charged statewide and federally for some of the things coming out of their mouth. Talking about past things, talking about things they would do to individuals, all the things. And I'm not just talking about young dudes or young YNs as they want to call them. I'm talking about so-called OGs succumbing to this internet world. But coming from a place that we all should know better if we come from outside. Shut the figgity up. If it's on and popping, then it's on and popping, but you leave it off these internet streets. But I've seen a lot of people really succumb to the hype, to how they want to come across on these internet streets, and how braggadocio and how stupid they are on these internet streets running their mouth. Ain't no celebrity in that. Ain't no gangster in that. Ain't nothing OG about that. And unfortunately, it's stupid YN to be doing that. And your OGs in your neighborhood need to get on your top for doing stuff like that. Pause. No Diddy. You hear me? Hot telling, tipping. That's a fact. You said someone didn't get that wire transfer. What you talking about, Bubba? I'm just saying, huh? I'm gonna start it off. Where we at? Where we at? Boo, 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 boo. Press conference. This video is a little bit extensive, but not too long. But this is the press conference in which it was the case was talked about. Y'all check this out real quick. We're gonna talk about it.
I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows: electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group. Surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least two of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days following the offense. Greyhound bus records confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense. In this case, came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence as alleged in the charging document. This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice. I want to thank the FBI Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force, the FBI's Memphis Resident Agency and Nashville Field Office, the Memphis Safe Task Force, the Dallas Police Department, the United States Attorney for the Western District of Tennessee, Michael Dunovit, and AUSA Greg Wagner, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Texas, my dear friend and colleague Jay Combs, and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Tennessee, including my colleague Braden Busek, for their outstanding contributions in this multi-jurisdictional investigation and prosecution. I'd also like to highlight the extraordinary work. None of this happens without the extraordinary work of our AUSAs in this office, and I'm here to say we have the best AUSAs in the entire country. That includes AUSAs Robert Withers, Claire Demers, and my violent crime chief, Jeremy Fugate. This case really underscores the importance of standing up for crime victims, no matter who they are or where they come from, and the incredible collaborative, investigative partnerships that we have, not only in the Northern District of Texas, but across the country, and we are all working together to make our country safer. So thank you for being here today, and I'll answer some questions after my colleague here speaks. But now I'm going to turn it over to him, and this is Jeremy Wright, who's the Dallas FBI Assistant Special Agent in charge.
You done said enough, prosecuting Bama. You done said enough. Listen, this case here is brazy. This case is crazy. This case is off the chain. The levels of stupidity. The levels of stupidity just kept climbing and climbing with this whole situation. The levels of stupidity. Notorious, I see you in the building. Good morning to ye. Who else? King Skills, what's goody like the mob? Connie Baptiste is in the building. GMG. Listen, did I miss anybody else that came through the door waving the 4-4? Maybe they shouldn't have came through the door waving the 4-4. Listen, before I go further, do your boy the honor and the favor. Hit that thumbs up, that like, hype the video, and the whole nines, and subscribe if you hadn't over here on the good YouTube. Why not? It don't cost you a thing. And if you got some ching-a-ling-a-ling on a couple dollars, if you want to buy me a cup of coffee and 10 of them, if you want to send a little something to Zelle, Apple Pay, or PayPal, or you can see the super chat or super sticker, you ain't got to. But if you could, salute. But yes, most importantly, the free part. Hit the thumbs up for your boy. Hit the hype this the show. And then also subscribe if you hadn't. Why not? But this here is bonkers. Yeah, this is bonkers. And Frank Murray, I saw what you said about keeping it in the streets. They the ones that brought it to the internet. They the ones. They brought it to the bing. That's a fact, Rashad. They brought it to the internet, which brings me as a part of this story to the This Bama Here segment of the situation. Y'all pay attention to these young, stupid ass knockers. Huh?
This Bama here.
On God. And you ain't getting them chains, cuz. You can't get them chains. There's no way you can get them chains. The minute that them folk called your phone to see if you gonna pay for the funeral, you blocked them. That's not real, cuz. On God, that's not real. I thought Gucci was rich too. Food all up.
Funeral paid for. That 10K went to a flower. This flower was high. We still got a casket. He getting cremated. He getting put up in a museum. Bitches would not be able to walk on my brother's grave. He ain't getting put in no ground. He ain't getting buried with no chains. He not getting them chains back. Period. At the end of the day, receipts that and a bill uploaded. For bill and no receipts. Like I said, you don't receive 10,000. What the other 10 is, I don't know. But yeah. I'm at work with my feet up, making boxes. That 10K ain't did shit but buy a bitch and wear some flowers, boo. This shit ain't here with no obituaries and flowers, boo. 10K ain't shit. My brother was way more worth, baby, my brother worth more than 10K.
Wait, so this about...
Quit playing with me.
About Big Scar?
Quit playing with me.
She working at the warehouse talking like that is crazy. You gotta make a bank though.
Yeah, Gucci son 10,000 and it was somebody else on another 10. So it was 20,000 in all.
They got all the chains. They got all his chains on. They got all his chains on. Stop
playing. He left Stop playing.
Stupid is as stupid does. That's what my mama said at work, telling the cops, I'm here, come get me. Man, a hot ass mess. Peepski said, well, he not so icy no more. If he a smart man like I think he is, he had insurance on all that anyway. If he was a smart man like I think he is, he got insurance on all that anyway, so he'll get it back without the blood. You hear me? Oh, my God. Them dumb-ass little noggers and couple of OGs in that video, y'all simple asses. If you try to distance yourself from the robbery, your ass is implicated just by having the jury on. Stupid. Like, damn it. Now y'all all go, hey, Rashad, that part, they going to jail, huh? Listen. What's Bama name? Hernandez Govan has something to say about the situation, too. And if y'all don't know who Hernandez Govan is, he was involved in the young Dolph situation, allegedly, or whatever, right? Now, before I do play that, there's a rumor going on that some of this has something to do with retaliation for Big Scar and how he was treated in his demise or whatever, or why he was alive, or whatever the case may be, and that allegedly Pooh Shiesty felt the way about that as some of his individuals. There's also allegations that somebody bigger in Memphis kind of behind this whole thing, and allegedly was trying to sign Pooh Shiesty and get him up out that situation or wanted him out of that situation with Gucci Mane or whatever. I don't know. It ain't my business. But at the end of the day, all the things will come to light. You feel me? I'm like, it's a lot going on here. A lot going on here. Y'all listen to Hernandez Go Van, huh?
Before Gucci, before the shit was over with, Gucci said, he looked up and said, after he signed the papers, and they made him sign the papers, he said, damn, y'all know this ain't how this shit go. We still gotta go to the lawyers. And motherfucker told him, man, you gotta shut your bitch ass up before a nigga shoot you on GP.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Hey, listen, a motherfucker, this how bad they disrespected him, man. Man, they went in his ear and took his earrings out, unscrewed him.
No, what?
Man, treated him like a real hoe, unscrewed him.
They unscrewed the earrings.
Unscrewed the earrings, nigga.
So they took earrings. They took the wedding band off. Did Gucci take the wedding band off himself? Or did they rip it off his face? I'm wondering how physical they got with Gucci.
Hey, Gucci follow instructions real well under pressure.
I mean, shit, I would too.
Now, the Bama Hernandez Go Van popping his lip piece or whatever the case may be. A lot of these individuals don't know the old Gucci. They don't know the old Gucci. They better leave him alone. They better leave him alone. Pure Paradise, I see you on the good IG. Come on over to YouTube. We over on the good YouTube channel, pinned at the bottom. They don't know the old Gucci. I don't think they want to wake the old Gucci. And anybody, I don't care how thorough of a dude you are, how gangster you supposed to be, how much money you got, how many killers you got on your payroll, how high you are, whatever the case may be. Anybody can be vulnerable in a moment. Anybody can be touched in a moment. Anybody can be put in a position that they don't want to be in a moment due to either lapse of judgment, due to circumstance, due to a setup or whatever the case may be. Anybody, no matter who you are, can fall victim to that. So let's just be thankful, one, that Gucci's still here, because it could have really went bad or whatever the case may be. And then there's a lot of people he had to react smarter. That part right there, especially had police there with him. They was off-duty police. That was his security or whatever. And a lot of people saying they feel like Gucci must have told the police or whatever the case may be. Not saying he did or didn't. I don't know, one way or the other. I do know in certain times and times past, he's been very thorough and stuck to the code or whatever. Now he might see himself as a citizen or civilian. I don't know. There's people that come to back for him though, but I will say this, Gucci, you got to be careful, because this next video, even though you speaking cryptically, you got to be careful, brother, because you know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all pay attention to this, huh? Angie Mo, hey.
I go inside. Nigga, please, nigga. They got $1 million, nigga. Broke ass nigga. Shit make a nigga heart hurt, boy. Don't make these niggas happy. These niggas ain't happy on home. Step to me, fuck nigga. I would love to, nigga. I don't care. You see me, my wife, you can step to me. I'ma smoke you.
Be careful.
You know what's going on with me. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. I don't believe in none of that shit. The only thing I believe in is don't tell the police. Soft ass, nigga. It's the only thing I believe in. That's it. Keep it in the street. That's my only rule. Anything else, I don't give a fuck anyway. Go inside. Nigga, please, nigga. They got $1 million, nigga. Okay.
Keep it in the streets, he said. Seemed like they went to the internet, it looked like. Frank White, what's goody like the mob, GMG. Oh, when he fell out with NBA young boy. Salute to that. Thank you for context to that. Them youngins incriminated themselves from the door. Now, when you listen to the prosecution team in their press conference and how they laid out all the things from the bus tickets, leaving Dallas, to go back to Memphis, from this dumbass Pooh Shiesty, you's a dumbass. You are a dumb ass. You on papers. Got an ankle monitor, if I'm not mistaken, and or your phone, GPS tracking, dummy. Testimony of whomever told them that y'all was there. Stupid. 15 minutes of fame is wild today. Anything, man, for clout. Listen. And y'all sitting there with the man's jewelry on, thinking that shit is copacetic to just be flaunting it. It says either you were part of the robbery or your ass received stolen goods. And if it boils down to multiple people, which it does, can lead to a conspiracy. And your ass could be charged in a greater conspiracy, more so than receiving stolen goods. It's the stupidity of it all. And I didn't have the whole video of them youngins because there's more to that footage. There's more to that footage of them young dummies, not YNs, young YDs, young dummies, incriminating themselves. Charlie Hustle said, "You robbed me. I don't give a F about you going to jail. Makes it easy to get your..." Hey, Charlie Hustle. That part. The blind stupid leading the blind dumb. You feel me? Then Pooh Shiesty father involved with the whole thing. Hold on. Okay. Let's play the advocate. Let's play devil's advocate. I hate to say it that way, but let's play the advocate, right? If they wanted him out of the contract and all those things or whatever the case may be, if they wanted some retribution or they felt the way about Big Scar, whatever the case may be, the father should have said, "No, you the bag. You stay your ass home. You done gotten enough trouble. We gonna go handle that. We gonna set up this meeting or whatever the case may be, and we gonna take it from there. You stay your behind home." But no, big dumbass Shiesty told little dumbass Shiesty, "Come on, let's go get it back in blood." Now y'all gonna be in jail getting it back on the lunch, dinner, and breakfast tray. Stupid nugger. Pooh Shiesty came home, basically bags waiting on him, basically with his career looking up. And his dumb ass do that. Make it make sense. God don't like ugly for real, man. Listen. The angle, right. There's like, make it make sense. The stupidity of it all. And I blame it on not only the hard drugs, but some of the weed that they smoke. Because some of the weed is tainted too. Not just with fentanyl, but with hallucinogenics and some other things. A lot of times, a lot of this weed y'all smoking, you might as well be smoking dippers or PCP, Sherm wet, or whatever you want to call it where you from. You might as well be smoking that. Matter of fact, you might as well be smoking K2 spices because you're not thinking right. You're not thinking. No, Toys, I'm just saying. Big dumbass Shiesty told little dumbass Shiesty. That's a fact. Dummy. Now, Lil Woody, very controversial character that was in the Young Thug situation, has something to say about this situation too, or whatever the case may be. Proposed, alleged, self-proclaimed killer, allegedly, who also, flipped the script a little bit and then reflipped it in the court case itself during the trial. Let's hear what Lil Woody has to say, huh?
Help me understand this, y'all. Please help me. I really need help. Pooh Shiesty did all that time in jail, in the feds. He around people that have unbelievable cases where it show how far the feds willing to go. Pooh Shiesty came home, y'all, and made the first day out, they sent him right back to jail. Pride and ego is our main enemy. That's why I call myself Wooded versus Wooded. I have to fight myself every day to not let these suckers trick me back in jail. To not let these suckers trick me away from my kids and take my life. That young nigga came home, bro, and did NBA YoungBoy numbers. First song he put out, they said he was gonna flop. That young nigga went to the top. He had all the cars, the lifestyle, everything he dreamed of having. But he didn't change his mindset. Look what the boy did. The boy done went and did some stupid shit. Caused him to go back to jail. Listen, young man, we our own enemy. The shit stopped when we change our mindset. Man, we ain't gotta fake an image no more. We did what these niggas wish they could do. We ain't gotta keep doing it. That's why I say these niggas play the game till they lose. You gotta know when to get out of it, bro. You gotta know when to say, okay, this is it. Cause they all love you, they gas you on. And when they fucking putting fucking handcuffs on you, and you come to the realization that this shit is real, now y'all wanna walk the way he walk and talk the way he talk. Nigga, that the feds are real. That cemetery with all them bodies in there is real.
Oh, man.
This ain't Grand Theft Auto. This ain't no fucking TV show. This our real life.
Oh, man.
And y'all wonder why these white people don't want to see us with no money. Cause we do stupid shit with it. You had no business doing that. You folks came out here and led by example. God bless the rest of y'all.
Man, listen. He ain't said nothing realer. That was probably the realest issue he ever spoke, like Pac said. That right there was a sermon. That right there was a sermon. Y'all can feel how y'all feel about Lil Woody one way or the other, but that right there was a sermon. Charlie Hustle said they're going to try to give them 10 plus years. It definitely wasn't worth it. He should have used his attorneys because he going to need them now. Pooh Shiesty going to get well more than 10 years because he was already on papers. 2, he's a felon. 3, they saying that he held the gun, the AK or Drake or whatever it was up to Gucci head, allegedly. And the robbery is, that boy gonna get some time. That boy gonna get some time. Big 30, another up and coming artist, stupid. Career done. You better hope they don't give you a big 30 as far as years. Stupid young boy. And big 30 look like a young softy. He looked like a young softy. So when he get inside, he might have some problems. They might call him and change him from Big 30 to Big Puddin'. Come here, Big Puddin'. They said, okay, you getting crazy, Phil. Leave the weed out of this. I'm just saying, some of the weed ain't right no more, Dad. Some of it ain't. Some of it ain't right. I know what I know. Some of it ain't right. Yeah, you can feel what you want about Woody and his situation with the Young Thug situation, whether he carried it right, carried it wrong, whether he was a snitch or not, whatever the case may be. But right there, that's probably the realest thing he ever spoke. Now, there's paperwork that says that somebody eyed or pointed out or said that Pooh Shiesty and them and the people, certain people were involved in the robbery, and some people are equating that to Gucci Mane or whatever the case may be. Others think it was his security, which are off-duty police officers, which are sworn to have to talk or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I wasn't there. It'll all unfold as time goes on. If this case is televised, they will definitely come out with it. There will be plenty of online reporters as well as offline reporters reporting on this situation. So the truth of it will come out. Terry Murray says Gucci Mane snitching. I don't know, Terry. Allegedly. Connie said, I saw this story and thought it was fake. Nah, it's a real deal. Speaking of which, Terry, WAC 100 has come out to refute or debunk rumors saying that Gucci Mane snitched on them dudes and pulled the paperwork allegedly showing that it was not Gucci Mane that snitched on them individuals. Y'all check this out, huh?
They
shit dead.
50 is never subtle about this stuff. So when he posts that, the internet takes it and runs. Then Whack 100 comes in and flips the whole script. Because Whack never just reacts. He always brings receipts, or at least claims he does. Whack said stop talking about Gucci and look at the actual paperwork on Pooh Shiesty's camp. His exact words, Pooh Shiesty's father has been an informant since 2009, and Pooh Shiesty himself allegedly cooperated back in 2022 when he caught his first federal case. Now, if that's true, and that's a big if, then the whole conversation about Gucci shifts entirely. Because you'd have a situation where the guy doing the robbing had more cooperation history with the government than the man he robbed. Let that sink in. And here's what gets me about this whole situation. Pooh Shiesty is talented, genuinely talented. First Day Out came out after years in prison, and the man went straight to the top of the charts. He had the cars, the lifestyle, the freedom. Everything he worked for was right there in his hands, and he traded all of it for what? A contract dispute? You couldn't pick up a phone? You couldn't get a lawyer? You couldn't walk away from the deal and sign somewhere else? There were 100 different moves available to you, and you chose the one move that comes with a federal kidnapping charge and a potential life sentence.
That shit dead.
50 is never subtle about this stuff, so when he posts that, the internet takes it and runs. Then Whack 100 comes in and flips the...
Sorry about that. Y'all can find more footage of Whack talking about the situation. Academics did a live presenting more of the evidence of what Whack presented, because I think he called Academic and said, "Here, nephew, you need to talk about this. You need to see this, or whatever, in regards to whether or not Gucci Mane snitched or not." Now, at the end of the day, like I said, it will all come out later. It would definitely all come out whether he did or didn't. Should he have snitched? Should he have shut the hell up? He was a street dude, definitely at one time. Should he continued on with the code or whatever the case may be? That's up to each person that's watching this, and it comes across his perception as to what he should have did and what he shouldn't have did, or whatever the case may be. Dad said Whack need to sit down somewhere. He do be in the middle of a lot, but if you know one thing about it, he be on point about a lot too. If you come outside and see your car's gone, so you call the police to report it stolen, is that snitching? Oh, Charlie Hustle. Oh, that's a great one. He said, if you come outside and see your car's gone, so you call the police to report it stolen, is that snitching? If you come home and your house is robbed and you call the police, is that snitching? Oh, a lot of people ain't going to answer that one, Charlie Hustle. That's a great point. A lot of people ain't going to answer that one. I think Pooh Shiesty and them get the This Bama Hair Award for the year, because you got to be a stupid, special kind of dumb for doing Bama-ish like that. Charlie said, I need an update on snitching rules, man. How Whack get all the information and everything? He got to be high. He ain't got to be high. Some of the information you could pull, though. Some of the information... Hey, Frank Murphy, if you got a pocket, you can pull a lot of the documents offline from the PACER site, from the PACER.gov site. You can pull the documents off from various aspects of a case or whatever. So it's possible. And if you got people on the ground, that's what networking is about. If you network enough, you'll get relationships with people in different areas or whatever the case may be. Like I know people in the Bay Area. I know people down in Texas. I know people up in New York. I know people in Florida. Got a couple people in ATL or whatever the case may be. It's nothing to reach out and say, hey, what's the real with this, or what's and they either, if they know, tell me, direct me where I need to go, or get the paperwork for me, whatever the case may be. And allegedly, y'all gotta understand, this is April now. This happened in January. This is April. So that's enough time. And they say people in Dallas knew about it right after it happened. On the streets, right after it happened in Dallas, people knew about it. So that goes to tell you, people was running their lips. People was, did you know? Did you hear? All the things. let alone the damn video I played earlier, these young fun dummies, stunt dummies, telling on themselves, allegedly. But yeah, it's possible, but you got to understand the robbery happened in January. It is now April 3rd. There's enough time to grab certain papers. Even though the trial ain't got here yet, there's preliminary hearings, there's arraignments, there's things where you can pull certain documents or whatever. You just got to pay for it or whatever. You don't get it free, but you got to pay for it or whatever. I'm just saying. But Pooh Shiesty, he say he got Nipsey video. He always got the info. He too plugged in, so he say. Hey, Frank Burr, some people do be plugged in. Now, if he hot, it will come to light at some point. It will come to light at some point. I will say this, hot or not, he's a very calculated and smart individual. I will say that. I will say that. He was on camera and wore the ankle monitor to the right. Hey, Reason. Salute, Reason. GMG. Fun dummy. Pooh Shiesty. You might as well get you about 100 Snickers off the canteen, off the commissary, because your ass going to be around for a while, stupid. Some of the OGs, if this is a federal case, some of the OGs from your car need to go oops upside the back of your head. People that wish they could go home. And your ass go home and do some dumb ish to get sent back. Mess your whole career up. You had the career that a lot of these youngins aspire and esteem to have and be. And your dumb ass just piss it off. Piss it off. And your circle about dumb as a bag of bricks too, because they probably hyped you up. Your father, who was involved. Your father, who was involved, need his ass whooped. In the words of Steve Harvey, whooped. Heavy on the W emphasis. For allowing, for instigating, for being a part of, encouraging, and going along and going through with this alleged, I'm not alleged, this robbery that y'all allegedly did. Stupid. Stupid. Yeah, Terry, big commissary. Yeah, Dez, you silly. He literal bricks. Literal bricks. Not no yay bricks, but literal bricks. It's got to be the dumbest, oh man. Man, oh man. Pooh Shiesty, Pooh Shiesty. I'm gonna come back to this topic in a second, but Pooh Shiesty, you's a dummy. I hope somebody get this to you. You's a dumbass nugger. Your father ain't shit. I said it. Your father ain't shit. Big 30, you just a young fun dummy. I'm gonna just charge it to your young ass just didn't know no better. You just wanted to go along to get along. But you're gonna find out on the inside is a lot realer than you think. To the other fun dummies that took planes, trains, and automobiles to be a part of this situation, no matter who brung you involved or whatever the case may be, y'all dumbass is about to see how real it's about to get. About to see how real it's about to get. They refuting that reason. They saying he ain't telling, but some people saying he is telling. Time will tell about that. I'm a withhold judgment on that until more concrete evidence come out one way or the other. I'm gonna withhold my judgment or my commentary on whether he is or ain't till more come out or whatever the case may be. People scared you bugged out. Let me move on with the moving on or whatever the case may be. I put up this post yesterday. And a lot of people probably was like, what you was out flirting, Phil? You was out doing this, doing that. No, that's not what it was. I was in a little eatery. I ain't gonna get an eatery no shine. And the one cashier was playing me on my meal. and I bombed her out in the drive-through. So I went inside. Something changed my mode when I got inside. I said, no, Phil, calm down. Because I was ready to go in there and proverbially tear people some new assholes. Pause, no diddy. So I said, calm down. You better than that, Phil. So I went to the counter, saw the manager, spoke to her, and I, eloquently and calmly spoke and told her what went down, showed her that I had prepaid, that I paid for the order before breakfast was cut off. And so my order should have been waiting on me. But to say that there wasn't no order there and breakfast over and you just gonna have to deal with a refund and whatever they said or whatever, whenever I was supposed to get the refund. So while I was there, this is what I put on X, formerly known as Twitter, and then put it in this design and put it on IG. This older lady heard me talking and came up to me and said, "You have a nice voice. You should be on the radio." Made me smile. What you think? Could I do radio or nah, right? On that alone, some of y'all be like, Phil, here you go. Here you go. Flirting with the ladies or whatever. I wasn't flirting with nobody. It wasn't even that type of situation. So to give some context as to because I know some of y'all didn't read the post or didn't see the post or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna read what I put because I said read the pinned comment or whatever. I was in an eatery grabbing me a bite to eat and spoke to the manager about an issue. I was calm and respectful. An older white woman had to be about 70, 80 something says to me, "You have a very nice voice. You should be in radio." Anybody ever tell you that? I replied, "Thank you." Some people have said that. Didn't tell her what I've done or what I'm doing currently. She asked, "Where are you from?" Of course, I said, "I'm from D.C." You know what I'm talking about? Wherever I go, D.C. is with me. She said her and her family was from Tucson, Arizona. We went on to have a conversation while waiting. We talked about the current climate of things and how things was so much different when she was younger and when I was younger. We weren't standing there as a white woman and a black man talking, but as two people talking about what was and what's lacking today. When she proceeded to go sit down with her son and other family members, she turned around and extended her hand. I shook her hand. I grabbed my order and went on out of the eatery. Shout out and safe travels to Miss Betty and her family and her drive back to Arizona. Put a smile on my face. And when I walked out of the McDonald's, that's what it was. I said I wasn't gonna say their names. I really had a different countenance about me. I was smiling. I was like, it kind of made my day. See, look at y'all. See Terry, see y'all on that Bible stuff. Oh, she was trying to hit that. No, she wasn't. It wasn't even that type of situation. This morning, Sexy Sugar Mama, I don't know if you're still in here. I saw your comment. I saw your comment on my under the IG post. And I was talking to somebody about this last night, and I said, you never know, right? Could have been an angel sent or whatever, because you never know when angels present themselves in human form or whatever the case may be. Sexy Sugar Mama said, to me, she was an angel with a message. She saw beyond your outer appearance. She saw you. When people can converse with you on an intellectual level and with understanding and still see you, it's a blessing. Do as your heart leads you to do. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Ha! Shout out. Thank you, Sexy Sugar Mama, for that comment. I will respond sometime after this show, whatever the case may be, but I hurried up and copied that, downloaded that so that I could talk about it here on the thing. But I bring that up to say, you never know. You never know when, one, you're being tested, two, you in the presence of an angel or a spiritual helpmeet or somebody meant to give you a timely word or change your direction of what you got going on into a positive direction in the moment. So you definitely have to be careful how you treat people when they present themselves. We're in a day and time. Phil, did you ask her, can she sing? Hey, that's crazy. You never know. You could block your blessings. You could fail the test set before you by God. In a moment of not thinking or not realizing. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even think of that till after I left the establishment. I thought about that when I left the establishment. I was like, that was different. That was especially the area we was at. especially the area we was at, and the fact I'm way taller than her, I'm way bigger than her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, I was all in black or whatever the case may be. Had this on my head or whatever. I ain't had this hat on or whatever. But I was all in black or whatever the case may be. She could have viewed me a certain way, even though my demeanor was chill, and you know I was probably in lesser animated mode than I'm speaking to you all right now. But you never know when God presents somebody in your path, in your presence, to one, impart good words, impart wisdom, um, to put a smile on your face in a time of need. Uh, it could just it could change your moment. It could change your day. It could change your life. You never know. You never know. You never know. Young Dreads, you so it. Angels. You said angels could want to hit it as well. Read the book. Terry, shut your ass. Ah. Charlie Hustle said, facts, Phil. I live by that. God won't come down and have a conversation with you, but he will send somebody to relay the message or lend the love or comfort you may need. Man, listen. Listen. And I kind of alluded to that when I was talking to a friend yesterday, because it touched me in such a way. I thought about that, thought about it off and on all day. I thought about it off and on all day because it was like, man, you know, my first thought was like, what made her talk to me? You know what I'm saying? But see, I've told stories on here and on IG and other places and spaces about people gravitating towards me or opening up conversations. And some people think that, oh, Phil, you soliciting, eliciting, prodding, pushing, pulling information out of people or pulling conversations out of people. No. I guess part of my purpose is people being able to talk to me or whatever the case may be, right? No matter what I'm saying or not saying, no matter what I'm doing or not doing, even when I was outside in the streets doing stuff I ain't had no business doing. Before in a moment like this, and that's probably, I think about it because I was pissed when I went through the drive-through, and the time I drove around for a second and I said, nah, I ain't letting this go. And I went and pulled over in the parking space. And from the time I got out of my car to go into the inside, my whole countenance changed, my whole demeanor changed, my whole out. And all I can say probably was because I was like I said, I was heated. Because one thing I don't like when people play with me or whatever the case may be, right? And the excuses I was getting if I felt played with or whatever. Pause. No Diddy. Smooth P came out and picked out. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted my little steak biscuits. You know what I'm talking about? No egg, no huevos. Pause, no Diddy. My steak with cheese biscuits. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never had that, it's different. That's different. And I cheat a little bit with that. You know what I'm saying? That day, yesterday. However, not only was my demeanor calm, and the way that I spoke to the manager, she went ahead and had them put together the order that I paid for. I end up getting it free. On top of that, I did get my money back. I saw that I got my money back, and the wonderful conversation I had with that beautiful old lady. She reminded me in some ways. She reminded me in some ways of Betty White. So she reminded me of one of the Golden Girls. short little, you know what I'm saying? Short little nice lady or whatever the case may be, right? And sometimes people will be on the defensive, one, because of the race difference. Some people be on the defense because they're like, who is this lady? She don't know me. Why she talking to me? Or vice versa. Vice versa. She could have been on, you know, standoffish, looking at me like I'm ready to do something. But it wasn't that. It was not that. And people gonna have their jokes. It's because it's funny. It was not a thing. She wasn't flirting with me. Was her daughter with it? No, her son was there. Grown ass man. Her son was there, and her son's wife and their grandbabies. Her son was there with his wife and their grandbabies or whatever. And they were I don't know if they drove from Tucson, Arizona here. I think they flew here, but they decided they wanted to drive back, I guess, given everything going on at the airports and everything or whatever. So they were taking a long route back, she told me, and stopping in certain cities or whatever along the way or whatever. So shout out to Miss Betty and her family. I pray that they got to where they was going peacefully and that they had a wonderful time. Phil wanted to ruffle her. Y'all are, see, I could always count on a couple of y'all noggles to always take it there. It was nothing like that at all. It was actually all above board. And it made my day, to keep it a buck. Not just about what she said about the radio thing, because I've heard that a time or two, or whatever the case may be. It was just the whole thing, the way in which she approached the conversation and the conversation we had in totality. Because I didn't speak about everything we spoke on, but it was a nice conversation. Yeah, I ain't dead since she thought she was white. Definitely not. Definitely. Definitely not. But I'm gonna move on from that. I'm gonna move on. But I just had to put that out there, whatever the case may be. Which kind of she Peeps game, you better go back to bed. You need to go back to bed and wake up. I ain't repeating that. I ain't repeating that. But that story, I call that story time, whatever, right? Just letting y'all peek into my life a little bit, even though it was a momentary situation and not necessarily a historical thing about me, but just in the moment, something that impacted me in my day or whatever. And I hope that one day somebody impacts your life like that. Just an innocent, random thing. And again, you never know if God's sending an angel your way to either brighten your day, change your circumstances, give you some wisdom, be a helpmeet, and or change the scope of your life and or keep you out of something or away from something or out of harm's way. It's dope she left an impression on you like that. Seems the encounter might have been That's what I'm saying, Charlie Hustle. That's what I'm saying. Just from I'm telling you, my demeanor while I was driving around up until I parked when I parked the car, my demeanor was different. And then when I got out the car, walking a few feet to go into the place, my whole demeanor changed. It was like I just calmed down out of the blue and went to the counter and didn't speak with no aggression. I was, real nice, calm, and respectful, and showed, where I had prepaid for this. And the fact that I got the meal for free and all that too. I said, man, who was he wasn't Indian. he was Afghani. He was Afghani, dude. R.I.P. to Bako Bang, Wahid Bati. Good man. That's what he was. I can't go into depths of who he was, but a good man that looked out for a lot of people. Younger dude, but looked out for a lot of people. Lot of people. He was fighting his own demons. I still don't know what took place yet. Uh, I was waiting till after they put him in the ground to ask his family or whatever the case may be, because him being Muslim, I think it's within 48 hours or so they or 72 hours they put him in the ground. And the fact that it was posted, his cousin posted it on April 1st, the day it happened. I thought it was April Fool's at first. I really did. But then again, they different type individuals. They don't play like that. They play, but they don't play like that or whatever. And so yeah, R.I.P. to Bako Bangs, to Wahid Bati. Some just know him as Bati. Shout out to him. R.I.P. May you rest in peace. May all your troubles be soothed. May Allah bless you. May God bless you. I'll leave that there or whatever. One day I'll tell a story about it. There is one day, but not today. Anywho, speaking about the interaction with the lady in the eatery and all those things, um, shows you a different form of what love looks like, right? This next story, some of y'all have seen it not play out, but seen different clips about it on the internet. Some of y'all haven't. This will be the first time you're hearing it. But this shows you what love is really supposed to be about. This next portion. Y'all probably like, oh, Phil, here you go with this love stuff. Nah, you would want this in your life if you went through this circumstances, whether it be with your spouse, whether it be your family. You would want this type of agape love, this unconditional love to resonate and rest and abide over your situation. I call this segment here a wife's resilience, a husband's unwavering love, and God's good grace. Y'all pay attention, huh?
On September 9, 2024, I was involved in a really bad car accident. Until this day, I don't remember any of it. I only have what my husband and the police report said. The doctor said I have a great diffuse axonal injury, or DAI for short. My specific brain injury causes me to have moments of either short and or long-term memory loss. It also affects the right side of my body, causing it to be weaker than my left side. But I'm grateful to God that He spared my life and is continuing to heal me every day.
Watching a person you love go through something like this, it changes you. There were days we didn't know what the future would look like. But one thing I did know is that I wasn't going anywhere. We're taking this one day at a time, and I'm going to be right here through it all. September 9th changed everything, but it didn't break us. It just showed us how strong we really are. If you're on a journey like this, or know someone that is, follow along. We're just getting started.
Y'all watch this.
After his wife was in a car accident and became a vegetable, a miracle happened after her husband took meticulous care of her for 200 days. The couple had just gotten married 15 months earlier. During their honeymoon, they were involved in a serious accident. The wife was badly injured and fell into a vegetative state. Doctors told the family that recovery was very unlikely unless something extraordinary happened. Many people, including the husband's own family, advised him to move on. They said he was still young and could start a new life, but he chose to stay. He remembered the promise they made at their wedding, in sickness and in health. He sold his house and became her full-time caregiver. Every day, he cleaned her, massaged her body, and talked to her as if she could hear him. He kept this routine for 200 days. One day, he brought her back to the place where they first met. That's when everything changed. He noticed a small reaction. Her eyes focused, and she tried to respond. Slowly, she opened her mouth and answered him. He broke down in tears.
This is the video in which she started speaking. Y'all heard her in the first video speaking a lot. After 200 days of not being able to speak, she had a breakthrough.
So if I ask you if you love me, what do you say?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, if I ask you, do you hate me, what do you say?
No.
Good job, girly girl. I want you to say your name now. Key. Just say Key. Okay, do it again. Make it loud. I want to hear you. Yes, that's your name, boo boo. Let me kiss. Good job.
Now that's love. Now that's commitment. Now that's honoring your vows. We get hung up on the bullshit of life, the bullshittery of life. We get caught up in the fads and the what you should do and what you shouldn't do that's presented on these internet streets, social media. We get caught up in the hype of I'm not staying with him, I'm not staying with her, over the littlest thing, the dumbest thing. I no longer like him, or I no longer like her. I no longer want to be involved with him. I no longer want to be involved in her. I wanna get as many bodies as I can get. I want to screw this one. I want to screw that one. Girl, I'm tired of being tied down to this one dude. Fellas, I'm tired of being tied down to this one girl. She getting on my nerves. He getting on my nerves. I want to move on, or whatever the case may be. In this situation, this is one of them situations that people should esteem to be as men, as women too, because shoe could have been on the other foot. He could have been the one uh heavily affected by the accident, and she stood by his side. And there are stories of like that where the woman has stayed by their side, or whatever the case may be. Understanding it's not an easy road. It's not an easy road. However, the blessing of watching it, the blessing for them of going through it. I know y'all be like, damn, Phil, you always be on this love thing. It's a reason why, one, because I manifested for myself, but also more importantly, the world needs more love. With all the wickedness, with all the bullshittery, with all the things, the world needs more love. And with love comes peace, understanding, a lot of things, compassion, empathy, sympathy. She needs him more now. Bless up always. Damn, Phil, you just took my highway. Imagine where I was when I first saw it. Mm. Des, imagine where I was when I first saw it. Mm. And Des, you being married, could you fathom that? We talk shit and laugh and make jokes about relationships and marriages and things of that nature, and the things we go through, gone through, how somebody get on our nerves and all these things. But could you imagine going through that and having to stand up, stand 10 toes into your vows, into your marriage, and showing, not just saying, because we'll say, I love you, I love you, I love you, till we blue in the face, but to have to show it by action, sold his house so that he can, I guess, have the monetary wherewithal to tend to her, I'm guessing 24/7, to help build her back up from the inside out. Yes, there's still issues physically. Yes, there's still some motor and speech impediment. Yes, there's still some things, but she's looking a lot more healthier than she did, after the accident, and et cetera, et cetera. So true. Love is needed more in this world, more than ever, more than ever. A lot of people get caught up. A lot of people get caught up in the fantasy of certain shit. A lot of people get caught up in I gotta be like him, I gotta be like her, trying to keep up with the Joneses, the Smiths, the Henrys, the Leroys, all trying to keep up with other people got going on. Quick to leave a relationship, block their blessing, leave a relationship, hell, even leave friendships, but leave relationships, leave marriages over a lot of times things that are this small and some things that are fixable. This man here, his family and her family told him that, I guess, gave the blessing that, you should move on. Hey, Miss Sugarcane Music, I'm over on YouTube. His family, her family basically gave the blessing that you should move on. And he stood right there. No, 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 no. That's not what I said. I said for better and for worse, in sickness and in health. And he didn't just take it as a cliche. He didn't take it as some kind of just BS motto, but he took it for what it was and stood on that. Stood on that. Stood by his lady, his woman, his wife. I pray God blesses them immensely, beyond measure. Everything that was lost in this, regained. Full health to her. Whatever monies that was lost to them because of this, be given back tenfold. God has obviously got his hand on the situation. She went 200 days without being able to speak. Mm. Mm-mm. Love is involuntary. When you find the love of your life, then nothing else in the world will make sense without him. Terry, boy, oh boy. Mm. Sheesh. I know some of y'all be like, damn, Phil, you just a sucker for love. If I gotta be a sucker for that kind of love, then I'll be that. In the words of Red Man Method, I'll be that. Because that's something that the world needs. And everybody should esteem to want that. Instead of this unhealed, toxic bullshit of social media promoted antics and things when it comes to fallouts, divorces, what's important in a relationship, what's not. Some of y'all that, well, basically, y'all follow me on IG, y'all seeing my stories. I'll post some of the couples, married couples and couples, and things that they're going through, jokingly and seriously in regards to relationship, marriage, and what you call it, because I think it needs to be seen. I think it needs to be heard. I think that you need to see the other side of the situation. We see all the dysfunction. We see the toxicity, the fights, the calling the police, the calling the CPS, the calling this, the doing that. We see all that. We see people get on these social media outlets and out each other. We see people who really are hurting other individuals. Men hurting women hurting men hurting men, women hurting women. Whatever your get down is. We see all these things. We see and listen to people lie about where they are in relationships and what they doing in their relationships. We see and hear people lie about what it is they do and who they entertain and how they're entertaining. Then we also see the promiscuity that abounds on these internet streets that happens in the world, but is exacerbated because you get to see it visually on these internet streets. Men chasing any and every piece of punani twani they can get. Ladies chasing after every schlong and bow wow wows they could get their hands on, literally and figuratively, all in the sake of conquering, all in the sake of trying to get to the manyan, all in the sake of trying to fill a void because daddies wasn't there, mamas wasn't treating you right. All in the void of loving thy own self and knowing what love is supposed to be like and look like. You over there crying, Nelly Nell, my bad, my bad. That's how you know when it's love, when things get rocky. That part right there. If you got a friend, you got a girlfriend, boyfriend, a spouse, or whatever the case may be, that sticks and stays by your side in the times of your most adverse moments, your adversity, you hold on to them. Those are special people, especially in this day and age. Especially in this day and age. Creole Cupcake, good morning to ye. Especially in this day and age. Because true friends are hard to find in this day and age. Honest, loyal, loving, compassionate, empathetic, sympathetic, morally grounded, spiritually grounded, honest people, men and women, depending on what your get down is, are hard to find in this day and age. And people that are willing to really, truthfully, wholeheartedly commit and honor the vows in which they take, no matter if they go before God or go before a justice of the peace. When I say go before God, meaning in a church wedding or whatever the case may be. Hollywood J, what's good? Some people don't. Some people think it's they hype off the moment. They hype off the title. They hype off of the fact that, oh, I'm getting married or I'm married now. But they not realizing the real work happens after you say I do. No matter what it is you've gone through, been through, et cetera, up until the point of getting married, it's like when you get married, you unlock different levels of things. You open Pandora's box, but you also open gift box. It all depends on how you look at it. And I feel like in this day and age, with so much violence, so much effery, with so much bullshiggery, with so much deceit, with so many things, the wars, the rumors of wars, everything that's going on, that this type of information, this type of visuals, that type of love needs to be seen. I get it. Some people get, they get hype off of, or get happy off of, or get entertained off the bullshiggery, or whatever the case may be, of toxicity and the things that come along with it in the various forms of content and or video footage of certain things. I get that, but I'm always talking about balance. Things like this need to tip the scale of balance. They need to be seen more often. Some people might be still in their hurt moment or hurt mode, unhealed mode, toxic mode. They don't want to hear none of this. I feel you bugging, F all that. I've been married, or I've been in a relationship. He did me wrong. She did me wrong. He abused me. She abused me. She took my money. He took my money. All the things I would say to you is this: seek to be healed before you make a judgment on anything when it deals with love and all the things that come with it. First, find and learn how to love yourself properly, and learn from whatever it is you went through with whoever you went through it with. So hopefully you don't make the same mistakes again, and to also be in the mindset and peaceable nature, to whereas when the right person comes along, you can discern it, gravitate towards it, and embrace it. I'm gonna leave that alone, though. I'm gonna leave that alone. Long as you alive, you got time to do better. That's a fact. Peep scheme. I'm with Terry on that. I'm with Terry on that. Sometimes times heals all things, right? Just know that time is not infinite. Time is not infinite. But while you are here, Peep scheme, and while your daughter is here, y'all have the ability to make amends, make it right, whatever the situation is, to make it better. I would say to you, because you come across, even though you joke and stuff, you're a man that I respect, and that you've been outside, you've seen some things, you've been through some things, and you know some things. Don't beat yourself up for where you and your daughter are at, but as the father, as the man in the situation, pray on it first and foremost, so that you can approach it the best way possible. And as a man, seek and work to bring that glue back together between you and baby girl, or whatever the case may be. And I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, what the world needs now, da da da, needs love, baby. I know y'all like, man, Phil, damn, it's Friday. Yeah, what the world needs now is love, baby. And love comes in different forms and different meanings for depending on what it is that you all are trying to do. Or what are you trying to achieve or be, or whatever the case may be. But that story right there, to me, added to the other story that I talked about, the story time of speaking with the lady, shows you different forms of God working, right? And I'm not trying to be preachy and all that, but it shows you God working in the midst of certain circumstances, or whatever the case may be. This story, way more important than my story time, though. This story, way more impactful than my story time. This story, way more pertinent and important than my story time. I hope to God that you all have gotten something out of it. I hope that you take it back to your households, wherever you live alone, and ponder on it, or within your own marriages and relationships, and not just relationships with those that you sleep with and or married to, but your friendships, et cetera, et cetera. I hope that you all take this back and really think about it and apply the the feeling of it all, apply the moral of it all into your own situation. And whatever's not right in your relationships, work to get it right. If that person means something to you, then they should be worth you trying to get it right. It takes two. It does take two. Does take two, but sometimes your countenance, sometimes your demeanor, sometimes the way in which you approach the situation can break the other person's bad mood, bad thoughts, standoffness, and et cetera. Can also allow for somebody to receive your apology or receive your efforts, and or can break them down to the point that they have forgiven you for whatever you did, but also can also convict them and make them want to be accountable for their wrongdoings in whatever said in the situation in your relationship or your marriage or whatever the case may be. So hopefully, you all have gained something out of this and that you take it home with you. That's enough of that. That's enough of that, damn it. Almost, look, I had to catch myself. I was about to tear for a minute too, Nail. I was about to tear for a second too, just thinking about a lot of things or whatever the case may be, right? But I can't let y'all see me like that, so I just got to suck it up. Pause. No, Daddy. I lost my one true friend, 6 now. Man, peep scheme. Praying for you, brother. Praying for you. Sheesh. Sheesh. But anywho, ladies and gentlemen, if you got some youngins in your life, my wife drives me crazy every day. I got a just in case bag pack. Look, would be you, Daz, knowing your ass ain't going nowhere. Shout out to D holding it down. You ain't going nowhere. You know you love that woman with your very being. You ain't going nowhere. I'm staying with my wife. She just got her taxes. You bugged out. Listen, summing this all up and kind of going full circle back to the Pooh Shiesty Gucci Mane situation. I don't know the ins and outs of that situation, but I would say this: try your best to handle things the best way you know how. Sometimes you fail at it, but try to make it right, even if it takes time, right? The biggest moral is don't be talked into, don't be prodded into, don't be peer pressured into doing something super stupid that could change your life forever. Change the trajectory of everything you got going on. Because guess what? You're going to lose every blessing that had your name on it. You're going to lose every opportunity that had your name on it. You're going to lose time. You might lose your life. You might lose money. You might lose the love. You might lose a lot of things being talked into doing stupid shit that you ain't got no business doing. Ben Cuts, what's goody like the mob, homie? I'm over on IG. I'm over on YouTube. Salute. Well, yeah. I pray that each and every one of you have gotten something out of today's show. I pray that you've gotten some time out of something out of today's show. I know y'all like, man, Phil, I wasn't looking for this on a Friday. But guess what? You got it. I told y'all, you never know what you're going to get here on the Good Morning Gang Morning Show. You're going to get a laugh or two. You might cry. You might get angry. You're going to get informed. You're going to get educated. Hopefully you get inspired. And of course, you're going to get entertained. All here on the Good Morning Gang Morning Show. So I hope and pray that some of you would share this with 1 to 7 of your friends, business associates, partners, associates, whatever the case may be. You don't have to share it with your whole friends list, spam your whole friend list. I'm not asking for that. I told you I'm on a mission to get 100,000 followers here on YouTube and 100,000 followers on IG, and everything else kind of filling in as time goes on. But I pray, and on Facebook, I'll say that. But I pray that you all, at some point, if one of these episodes touch you, got good information, give you a good laugh. And as y'all can see, I've started clipping some things up, and I'm gonna start posting them or whatever. Hopefully, if you don't want to share the whole show because it's 2 hours, that you'll share those clips or whatever the case may be. So that other individuals can get out of these shows what you get out of it, whether it's entertainment, whether it's a laugh, whether it's a cry, whether it's anger, whether it's information, education, or just pure entertainment, that you all won't be selfish and hold me to yourself. Pause, no diddy, but that you will share so I can menage with the algorithm. You feel me? Peep Scheme, I appreciate your time. Is much better. Human things had to grow a lot trying to make. I know that's right. You got it. You got it, Peep Scheme. You got it, Peep Scheme. Young Drez, I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the super chat. Good show, Big Phil. Keep up the good work, man. Long as God giving me breath to breathe and another day to inhale, exhale, I'm gonna do just that, man. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect by a long shot in the way I do things and the way I handle things. But each day I esteem to be a better man than I was the day before, to increase upon the experience, the knowledge, and the wisdom that I do have, and to give you all a better show each and every time you tap in and tune in, so that you're not let down by what you see or what you hear. I know I'm not going to please and appease everybody, but I hope that generally you all are seeing something great in what it is that I'm trying to do, or something good at least in what it is I'm trying to do. And again, share me. You don't hide me. Pause. I want to menage with the algorithm. And if you have not done so, if you over on X, formerly known as Twitters, if you over on IG, if you're in Twitch, if you're on Facebook, do me the favor to come over to YouTube for a moment. Give a thumbs up for your boy Book Up. Also hit that subscribe button if you hadn't. Book Up. And click hype this video, because that somebody told me that's another way that it makes the algorithm jump and get groovy. So click the hype for this situation, if you would, huh? Don't be like the haters and naysayers that always got something negative to say, but won't give a brother his props and when he's doing something good. Don't be like them. Let them hate. They gonna hate anyway. They watching. They watching. They like this. I can't stand that yellow knuckle. But they watching though. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. And can't stand a big brother, but be watching a brother. Both women and men alike. Pause, no diddy. But have at it. Have at it. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, GMGers and GMGettes, it's getting to be about that time for me to tap out or whatever. I didn't send the mic out this time or whatever. I guess I needed to talk more than I needed to have a conversation this go around or whatever. Thanks for sharing your thoughts and giving us something to always think about. Oh, thank you, sexy sugar mama. I appreciate that. I really do. If nothing else, throughout your day to day, no matter what it is you're going through, no matter how much you got on your plate, no matter how much weight you feel like is on your shoulders, What I want from you is to smile. I want you to smile because you never know what it might do for somebody, including yourself. More importantly, like that video showed of that couple, love on somebody on purpose, with purpose. Last but not least, I'm not anti you, but I'm pro me, definitely. But with emphasis on building we. Let that marinate your melon to the next time we chop it up and have a tay-to-tay. Until that day, guess what? I holla, baby.
We're one big happy family. With G-O-G. One big happy family. Hey, hey, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you come back again. Tell a friend, tell a friend. It's GMG and Big Phil speech.
Listen, I'm looking for a team. I'm looking for moderators that ain't coming with no bullshiggery, that ain't got no hidden motives or agendas. I'm looking for a PR team. I'm looking for a few different things of people that want to wholeheartedly help, that can see the vision in which I'm going. I don't care if you're trying to start your own thing or you got your own situation going, but that you're not bringing any BS from anything else over here, but that if you want to help or whatever the case may be, the Good Morning Gang Morning Show grow, Big Phil speaks, Big Phil speaks, the brand grow, this channel, et cetera, et cetera. Holla at your boy. Again, keep the bullshiggery to the side, or you can stay that way, or whatever the case may be. Love is love, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have a blessed day. It's Friday. Why not? It's Friday. Have you a wonderful day. Your boy's up out of here. Get your ass outside and do something with yourself. You hear me?